I came to Ohio University in 1995, straight out of a PhD program. I'd given up my corporate career, finished a PhD, and came here. And there was really no strategic direction until 1997. And 1997 was when Glenn Corlett was appointed to be the dean of the college. And I knew from the first day when Glenn walked in and talked to the faculty that things were going to be much, much better. And he brought a stability and a professionalism that did not exist before. He brought those strategic initiatives to the college and put us on the path that we're on today.
You know, when you sit in front of Dean Corlett, you know you are sitting in front of greatness because he has this wonderful demeanor, very inclusive.
I'm a very strong believer that character matters, and particularly character in leadership. A person of Glenn's character just makes a tremendous difference in how those who work with him and under him view the institution and how they contribute.
I think he was a born teacher and mentor. He's helped me with corporate governance, business leadership, many areas of my career that's needed a lot of help. Glenn has always been there.
He's able to see beyond the mentee's abilities and beliefs and develop them, give them an environment where they can thrive.
What I appreciated so much about Glenn was his commitment to students. I was up in the office one time and a student came in, and the student was asking Glenn if he had any career advice and where he could go. And I remember Glenn shouting to his assistant and saying, "Susan, get my Rolodex." And so she brings in this big Rolodex, and then Glenn just opened it up for him and literally made phone calls to some of his friends or contacts and set this student up with interviews.
I think Glenn is very much a continuous learner. He's constantly striving to improve himself. If you look at Glenn's career, he really has 4 distinct careers. The public accounting world of Price Waterhouse, where he got to be a partner in the tax accounting world.
He rose to the top of that firm, then he moved over to an advertising firm and rose up to be the chief operating officer of that firm. So obviously he had the expertise at management and business notion and so forth.
He came from industry, so he clearly understood and knew those values of diversity, inclusion, globalization are critical to any institution.
One of the great legacies that Glenn left was his commitment to international business. So Glenn was always, very interested in identifying opportunities around the world to develop programs that our students could get the opportunity to work in international companies, or for our faculty to work in different countries teaching MBA students overseas.
Glenn Corlett partnered as a college with Cardinal Health, and they established that initiative which they called the Junior Executive Business Program. Its mandate was to recruit minority kids from inner city schools within Ohio. We were able to tell these young people, future leaders too, that college is doable. Yes, you can go to college and you can be successful.
Glenn had a lasting impact on the Masters of Sports Administration program. Sports administration was changing. It was a very fast-growing industry, and it was becoming very sophisticated in terms of the business knowledge that an executive in that industry had to have to be successful. And so Glenn facilitated the development of the dual degree program. Every MSA student must also complete an MBA program. And since Glenn did that, this program has been not only the top-rated program in the country, but it is consistently ranked globally as the top-rated program. Another legacy that Glenn made while he was here was in professional sales education. Glenn got excited by it and then, facilitated and developed and championed the development of the Shea Sales Center. The Shea Sales Center is one of the top sales centers in the country and remains that way for the last 10 years.
Glenn loves to travel. And, where's Waldo? It should be where is Glenn, because he'll show up many, many places. Loves to travel with Bonnie, and they go many, many places together.
They care for each other, and I think Glenn has been really successful, not only in his previous career, but also here, simply because of the support of of Bonnie, yeah. And you know, when he refers to her, you can feel there's tenderness in the way he talks and takes care of Bonnie. And now she is doing the same for him.
He's consistently been involved in providing his time and his treasure for the last 50 years. And in these last 50 years, I don't know of another person at the university that I've ever run into, an alum, that has had so much involvement as Glenn has had.
Glenn is a mentor, a teacher, and truly a good friend.